Hello, it's Nick, and today I'm going to share a simple 3-step process that will help you choose the right colors for your design. To make this video less abstract and more practical, I will choose the color for this layout. It's a web page of the design agency. I've intentionally made the page grayscale so colors won't distract us. And the step number 1, select the base color. We will start small and choose the one base color for our app. This color will be the main color used in many different parts of our page. To maximize our chances for success, we need to decide what message do we want to communicate to our audience using this color. The color we choose will create a certain mood, and ideally we need to choose the colors that will work the best for the product we are building. Since we are creating a website for creative agency, we might want to go with a purple color, because this color communicates a sense of luxury in the Western world. And this is what we want when we run a design agency. But if we were building a finance app, we might want to go with a blue color, since it communicates safety. If you are making a product for a company with established brand guidelines, you can use brand colors as an inspiration when choosing a base color. But choose brand colors only if it works well for your design and communicates the right message. So, when selecting a base color, I would say that the most important thing is a color psychology. I recommend learning about colors and checking the resource like Color Psychology that is basically contains a lot of information about color meaning. So you can read more about specific color, what it means in different countries, and how you can use it and what message it will communicate to our audience. Step number 2, creating a color palette. Once we choose a base color, we must find colors that will work well with it. How many colors do we need? There is no right or wrong answer to this question. While it's possible to create a color palette with dozens of different colors, it's better to limit the number of colors because it will make it easier to apply colors in your design. The more colors we use, the harder it will be to apply them in design without creating visual noise. In fact, it's possible to create a very interesting design using only a single color. Now let's move to the tool called Apple Color Wheel, which will help us find colors. This is a free-to-use tool that will help us to generate a color palette for our project. On the left side, you can see different types of palettes. If we choose to use only one color, we can go with a monochromatic scheme. This scheme is created from a different tones and shades of selected color. If you want to create a balanced design, you can use analogous colors. Analogous colors are colors located next to each other on a color wheel. So we can play with the color wheel to see how it works. Lastly, if you want to add a vibrancy to your design, you can go with a complementary scheme. A complementary scheme is a scheme created from colors that are located on the different sides of a color wheel. For our projects, I will go with a more complex scheme called Triad. When it comes to actual colors that we'll choose, I would say that our eye and taste will have a major impact on our color selection. For the project that I work on, I typically choose 3 colors. Base color, which is a dominant color, it's also called primary. Complementary color is a secondary color. And accent color, the color that helps us to attract attention to specific elements, such as call to action button. It should contrast well with the primary and secondary color, but not to overwhelm the viewer. I will go with this color as base color. And I also choose probably this one for the secondary color. And orange is good for call to action button color for accent. What I need to do next is basically copy and paste these codes into Figma and use them in actual design. So this one for the base color, which will be the dominant color. This one for the secondary color. And this one for our accent color. I understand that it might be hard to find the right colors, especially when you're just starting in design. So I have a simple trick for you. You can provide a color that you choose to use and ask ChatGPT to create a color scheme for you. So, for example, here I will do it right now. So here we can see your base color and also additional colors that the ChatGPT suggests us to use in our design. Of course, we need to try it to see how exactly this works for our design, but it's a great starting point for our design. So let's move to the last step in our process, which is step 3 and applying colors in design. And there is an easy way to apply colors to design. It's called 60-30-10 rule. It's a classic decor rule that helps create a color palette for a space. It states that 60% of the room should be a dominant color, 30% should be the secondary color, and the last 10 should be an accent. So in our case, I will use the primary color for the background, secondary color for the layout elements like this and this, and 10% of our design, which is basically the call to action button hire us, will be in accent color, this one. So let's try it. So let's apply the background color first. Okay. Next, let's apply the secondary color. Okay. And lastly, we need to apply the color for the call to action button. It looks really ugly, I would say, but what we can do next is play with the percentage of the light that the color have. So, all right, let's remove the stroke. So the last one is this one. All right. You know what? We can just make a copy paste here like that. And I would say actually instead of this color, we can probably use slightly darker tone, such as actual orange. Will look slightly better, I think. And we can also use this color in other elements like this one, and this one. So, all right. So this is a process that I use in my work, and I hope it was helpful for you. If you want to share your process, please leave a comment below. Thank you.